lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name's Ryan, and I'm back with another, I guess, unboxing video or haul video, whatever you want to call it. But before I get into this and show off what I picked up, this is just for the past week. Want to remind everybody, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and check out some of the dope content we got on the channel. We go through all sorts of stuff here. Got interviews. If you love comics, this is the place to be. So hit that subscribe button. And now let's check out one of the reasons my wife gets so fucking mad at me, because of how many packages arrive on my fucking doorstep on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I'm going to just part the C's so I can go through one stack of these at a time. And we'll start with this one. So first off, Beavis and Butthead #1. Had to check this out, man. I'm a kid of the 90s, so I remember Beavis and Butthead very well. I remember the movie that came out, asking my mom to rent it, and her just wondering what the fuck was her kid watching. But why not check out this #1? I think, and again, I said it in a previous video, in a haul, unboxing, is that some of these may be episodes. I'll take some of your guys' lead. If you see something that might look cool, you want a deeper dive, please throw your suggestions, comments down below. Some of these I will just do because I got them with the intent of wanting to do a video. Some of them I just bought because I'm like, looks fun and I want to check it out. So Beavis and Butthead #1 is definitely on that list of probably want to do a video. So very stoked to check that out. Then this Green Lantern book by Steven T. Seagle and John K. Snyder III. This is an Alan Scott Green Lantern book. And this is one that was a little bit of a blind spot. I love JSA. I love Alan Scott. And I'm a huge John K. Snyder fan. I love what he did on the Dr. Midnight series with Matt Wagner. So when I found out that him and Steven Seagle, who I love his writing, did a Green Lantern book, oh, dude, I was sold. And look at this. Breathtaking art. Just phenomenal. This was bought with the intent of just, wanting to read it and check it out. But who knows? Maybe this is an episode. And then this came out from Fantagraphics recently. Mythologies by Tim Lane. I was ordering a comic book. I think I was ordering that new Hate book by Pete Bagg. And I was looking at stuff and I'm like, let me see what else they got coming out. And so I saw this and it really stuck out to me. I love these old mock-up ads. You got Elvis, you got Sinatra right there. Steve McQueen. So this just looked like a lot of fun. I dig the art style. Kind of reminds me of you got a little bit of Dan Clowes, you got a little bit of Charles Burns even kind of mixed in there. But this one just looked super fun, super interesting, different than what I normally would pick up. So I figured, why not? What the hell, And that cover really got me. So I'm excited to check this out. This one, Randolph Gentile and Cobra 2: Return of the New World. He did his own bootleg Cobra book, the Stallone movie. For all you people that grew up in the 80s, or even if you didn't grow up in the 80s, you just love Stallone. He did his own bootleg, and I saw this online, and he was kind enough to send me a copy. And this one, without a doubt, is going to be an episode. But I'll just show a little bit of this off. Look at this art, man. Oh, just fucking 80s outlaw, black and white boom stuff. Got the spot reds in here. Oh my god. I don't want to bury the lead here. So we'll talk about this separately because this one is dope. And then we got some other stuff that he's done. How about this? Viral, a slasher comic. You got Diamond, Leave Something Witchy, True Story of the Manson Family. I mean, oh man, dude. I'm on board. I saw this and I reached out to him. I'm like, I got to grab a copy. He's awesome, dude. Kind enough to send me one. So, Randolph, if you're watching this, dude, thank you so much. And best believe this is going to be one that I do a deep dive on. Now, this one was a little... I bought this with the intent of getting 2 of the books out of this stack right here that I'm going to go through. There's a few books in here. I'm lazy. I didn't want to look through my short box, and I really wanted to revisit Batman 497. And I didn't want to read it from the collection. I wanted to read it from the original issue. I wanted to do an episode on it, so picked up Batman 497. I don't need to flip through this Everybody knows what happens in this. But also, I really wanted to revisit Batman 500 and do an episode on that too. Going through these old 90s books and revisiting them, seeing if I have the same reaction that I did when they first came out. I was able to get them in this, like, basically grab pack that somebody put together of random Batman books, but these are definitely going to be episodes. But then they also threw in this issue 432 of Batman. Got this, it's a Jim Aparo, Jim Owsley, aka Christopher Priest issue. So that one I'm excited to check out. I've never read that one. This one I'm pretty sure I already have this one in my collection. Maybe it was part of my purge. This is from the, DC Rebirth, the Batman series. This is when, Tom King did this. This is a really cool book that I definitely think is somewhere in my collection. But Batman: The 10-Cent Adventure, which started off the storyline of Batman, Bruce Wayne fugitive, Bruce Wayne murderer stuff. And really cool idea. Marvel did something similar with the 10-Cent Adventure for Fantastic Four. Maybe they did 9 cents because they had to just go one better than DC. I doubt that they could do this now. 10 cents seems like they probably lost money on this, unless you look at it as a marketing thing. Be kind of cool to throw this under and see, like, what did they give us for 10 cents? Did we get our money's worth? I mean, Greg Rucka and Rick Burchett and Klaus Janson, I'm thinking we got our money's worth. But it's been a while since I read it, so might be doing an episode on that. Now, this one, they doubled up on me. They gave me two Catwoman number ones, and this is the Joe Duffy, Jim Balance stuff. And this one has been something I've been thinking about doing on the channel too. Revisiting this. This is, this definitely a product of the 90s. But I mean, dude, Jim Balance was on this book for a long time. So it'd be cool to revisit this. But either way, that was a great stack of Batman books. I can't complain. This one was sent to me by Mark Zobel. Does a lot of stuff, in regards to the Hernandez brothers. He just did that Reading Love and Rockets book with Fantagraphics. And I saw that he made this, this zine, Recurring Nightmares, How the Hernandez Brothers Saved Mr. X. I'm just super stoked to check this out. I mean, I love handmade zines. I think this is great production on here. And I'm excited to see this. I mean, the reprints a lot of stuff. We get some art from the Hernandez brothers. I'm here for it, dude. I'm very excited. I won't get too far into this, but definitely want to thank Mark for sending this to me because I love the Hernandez brothers. And I would love, and I reached out to him about maybe being on the show, and he said, why don't I send you this too? And I'm super grateful for that. Can't wait to actually check this out and see what it's all about. Then, this stemmed from a conversation on Free Comic Book Day. I was with my buddy Mario and Tim, and we were talking about Max Comics and how Marvel doesn't really, doesn't go hard anymore. They don't utilize this label. And so he was talking about this Howard the Duck, and I remembered it, and I never read it, but I remembered this cover. Howard the Duck, yet he's a mouse. Steve Gerber, Phil Winslade, and we got these Glenn Fabry covers. How great are these, man? Just phenomenal. But a cool 6-issue miniseries. I'll quickly flip through number 1. This is definitely one I bought with the intention of not just wanting to check it out, but I want to do an episode on this. Because this is weird as shit. And I don't think I ever even read a single issue. I do remember seeing this. So it'll be interesting to see, how does Howard go from a duck to turning into a mouse? What makes this a mature reader's book? I can only imagine what the fuck takes place in this book to make it a mature reader's. If you guys think this should get pushed to the top of the list for episodes, comment down below. It's definitely something that will be on the channel at some point. I just don't know when. My read pile is massive. You can see all the books I keep putting over to the side, so I just don't know how to stop. This one, I have in trade. I've just been wanting to read The Mask lately. I wanted to read it, in the single issue format. I love seeing the old ads. John Arcudi, Doug Mankey. I'm just super stoked to, revisit this, and that picture of Walter. What a great series. I obviously, like anybody my age, probably, the first introduction was the movie. The comics go hard, man. The comics are absolutely nuts. If you have not read a Mask comic book, let me just flip through this real quick, show it off. Super violent, man. And Stanley Ipkiss, like from the movie, he's only in like one story arc, and he's never talked about again. Lieutenant Kellaway, he's somebody that is a recurring character. You know, you see this guy, he's not exactly a stand-up guy. He's not Stanley Ipkiss by any stretch of the imagination. He finds the mask. Hilarity is going to ensue. Phenomenal, man. The art on here is next level. I loved Doug's work on here. He does such a great job with this character. Will this be the next episode that I do on the mask? I kind of want to do some of the earlier stuff, but this is definitely, at some point, will be on the channel. Definitely going to go through this miniseries. Now let's get back, if you watched my last video, I've been trying to put a collection of Wizard together. This is all because of the Cartoonist Kayfabe channel. And I'm not blaming them. I'm not mad at it. It's cool to look back at comic books. It's cool to see these snapshots, these moments in the comic book industry told through, Wizard. Now, are some of the interviews kind of puff pieces? Are some of the articles kind of like whatever articles? Yes. There are gems that you can pick out of at least one gem in each issue, or something that can lead you to something cool, which is what Cartoonist Kayfabe going through Wizard did. It turned me on to a lot of cool stuff. Some of that cool stuff was during their Wizard coverage. So I was able to get this, this collection from Sam Tishonis, awesome cartoonist in his own right. And he had these early Wizards, and it's helping me fill in the gaps. So I picked up Wizard 2, Wizard 3, Wizard 4, Wizard 5, Wizard 6. Look at that Sam Keith cover. And Wizard 8. Now these are, I don't care. They're not, are they mint? Are they perfect condition? No. And I don't give a shit because I bought them for one reason only. That's to enjoy them. That's what they're here for. I can't promise that I'm going to do episodes on all these Wizards because it exists already on YouTube. But, maybe spotlight certain articles. I don't know. But I definitely would love to do some Wizard coverage. I've been thinking about it for a while. So who knows what will stem from this. Maybe I'll flip through it and see a comic book I want to talk about. That's the Wizard stuff. Then I got Harry Nordlinger. I picked up some of his books recently. Huge fan of what he's been doing on Vacuum Decay. His horror anthology book. But I saw that he posted something. I had to pick it up from him. It's absolutely insanity. He looks like he threw in some bonus stuff for me. So I'll say why I originally hit him up. Shadows over Springfield. Look at that. It's like a mature reader of fucking Simpsons. It's going to be a Simpsons like you've never seen before. If you know Harry Nordlinger, he does some really dope stuff. So I'm not even going to show any of this off. Just know this will be an episode on the channel. 100%. Then I also picked this book up that he did called Night Cruising, which I believe was published through Floating World Comics. Again, I picked this up because I just love this cover. I think it's very eye-catching, very unique, very different than a lot of other covers I see. And again, wanted to support him, wanted to pick up a couple things from him because I really dig his writing. I dig his art. And again, probably be an episode, maybe even have him as a guest, maybe do a creator commentary. That would be fun. And then he threw in this little mini comic, Days of Rage, which is pretty cool. It goes through a whole week. And then these prints, Industrial Sound of Grinding Metal. He sent me these prints, and then he sent me a print from that from the Days of Rage. So pretty cool. Thanks, Harry, if you're seeing this, dude. Definitely gonna get you on the channel and talk. Definitely want to talk both Night Cruising and that Simpsons book. And then we got some random pickups from the ringside seats swap group. That's this whole pile, I believe, is from the group. But I picked up this, Adventures of the Mask, which there's, not exactly easy to find. I've gone through, I think I went through the first couple issues on here. I did an episode, so super fun. Anytime I see these available, I try to snatch them up. Got this Life Brigade, which, first saw this on the Kayfabe channel. Definitely talk about outlaw power comic books or power comics, dude. That's what this is. This looks fucking nuts. Episode? I don't know, maybe. But this one looked pretty cool. And then I picked up this Terminator Hunters and Killers comic. I've been on a huge Terminator kick. I recently, was rewatching Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And finally showed it to my kid. I feel like I'm winning Parent of the Year. Showed my 9-year-old daughter, and she loved it. Now, whether that's good parenting or bad parenting, I think it's good. Maybe some other people will be like, she's too young. I don't know. But I'm very stoked to check this out. I have Terminator comics in general are a huge blind spot. I recently picked up the Alex Ross miniseries by Now Comics, but just, cool little 3-issue miniseries. Why not give it a check and see what it's all about? Maybe if I dig it, I'll throw an episode up on the channel. Then we got this Lady Death trade paperback. I believe this is the first miniseries. I did an episode on issue 1. Yes, this is the original miniseries. So, wanted to check out some of the other issues, but this came available, so I figured, why not just pick up this trade, man? Again, Lady Death is a character I had not read until recently, so I'm very excited to check out the rest of that miniseries out since I only read the first issue. Now this is an episode. I know Manny's probably watching this, and Manny's probably thinking to himself, we need to do an episode on that. Or he's probably texting me right now or messaging me, and as he's watching this, he's going to say, Ryan, we got to do this. Wolverine Jungle Adventure, Walter Simonson and Mike Mignola, Bob Wyasek, dude. I don't need to say anymore. Great creative team. Fantastic. Wolverine in the Jungle. I'm here for it. Can't wait. I've been wanting to read this for a long time. So super stoked to talk about that. Batman Judge Dredd by Alan Grant and John Wagner. Dude, this one just looks insane. I love painted art. I mean, this looks so good. And Judge Dredd is another kind of a glaring hole in my comic book reading. So I saw this and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. It's a nice little bridge between to bridge me over into the Judge Dredd world. But this looks fantastic. This cover just grabbed me and I was like, I'm all on board. Next up, we got this Green Lantern Silver Surfer. When I first started reading comic books, this Green Lantern was the first Green Lantern comic book I read. Kyle Rayner, issue 51. The debut of his new costume. It was written by Ron Marz and Darryl Banks, who are the creative team on this. I believe Ron Marz was writing Silver Surfer at the time. And I love DC Marvel crossovers. And so when I saw this, I'm like, you know what? I got to check it out. I know they're doing the omnibus where they're going to collect all these crossovers, but do I want to wait till it comes out? Or do I want to maybe do an episode on it? Who knows? Will I do it? I don't know, but wanted to check it out. I love both these characters and super stoked to check that out finally. This Batman Spawn. I never read this one. I only read the Todd McFarlane, Frank Miller one. This Doug Mensch, Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, Klaus Janson. I had to do it. I had to. I mean, look at all those. 3 fucking heavyweight writers. Klaus Janson, one of the greatest artists to ever put pencil to paper, man. I mean, the stuff he's done with Daredevil, Dark Knight Returns with inking over Frank. This just looked like a no-brainer to me. Again, could have got the trade paperback of this, but why not get the original, man? Super stoked on that. As you can see, there's a lot of prestige format books in here. Azrael Ash by Denny O'Neil, Joe Quesada, Jimmy Palmiotti. I did not even know this existed until I saw this up for sale in the swap group. I love Denny O'Neil, one of my favorite writers of all time. He's done so many of my favorite storylines. And then you put in Joe Quesada. I haven't read the Azrael miniseries. That's actually in my read pile. And I know that they paired together on that. But to see them pair together again, and for Quesada and Palmiotti to bring their creator-owned character Ash into the mix, just seemed like it would be a blast to read. I'm not going to say it every time I show off one of these prestige format books. Every single one of them in my mind, I felt like I might want to do an episode on, which is why I grabbed it. And then had to grab this other one, this other Batman Judge Dredd. And first of all, how could I not? Alan Grant, John Wagner, and Simon Bisley? Oh my God, yes. I love Bisley. I'm a huge Bisley mark. Look at this breathtaking art. This is so good. Oh, I'm loving it, dude. I can't wait. I cannot wait to dive into this. I mean, I wish there was more hours in the day to read. That's all I'm going to say. Because I want to read every single one of these right now, and I can't. But that's fine. Eventually, I will be able to get to all of these and check them out. Next up, I got a couple issues of The Mask Returns. This one precedes The Mask Strikes Back, the one I showed off. Again, I have the collection of this, but I kind of wanted to get the single issues. It says free mask inside, and I'm feeling this, the thickness of this book, and I'm assuming the mask is in there. So, again, Doug Mahnke in here. Do I want to cut this out? No. But it's just cool to see. So, cool to get a couple issues of this. I love this particular one of The Mask Returns. I love seeing who, because like each one, it's a different person. That's the thing, is it's not one person that has control of the mask. It's always somebody new. But we do have the same creative team as, The Mask Strikes Back. We have John Arcudi and Doug Mahnke. Super excited for these. And then I'll probably wait till I can grab issues 3 and 4 to do an episode. And then we have this Hero Illustrated. I believe this was thrown in for free. This is March 95. So, interesting. We got a Harlan Ellison article. We got John Ostrander, Evan Dorkin, EC Files, and Spawn Unleashed. Be interesting to see what articles are in here. This obviously has been... somebody took a bite out of that. Very interesting. Look at that. Blood Wolf gets mangled. It's cool stuff in here. Definitely going to check this out. See if there's maybe some articles. Throw that up. And like I said, I've been filling in some Wizard gaps. So we got Wizard 20 and Wizard 18. And then these, I believe, are also some freebies. We got Illuminator, number 1 and number 2. I'll open up number 1, see what this is all about. Never even heard of this book. Glenn Herdling, Craig Brassfield, and Frank Turner. I don't even know these creators. Now this one, I'm not sure if it'll be an episode. This one, I'll take a look. But so far, I'm not seeing anything that stands out that's exciting about it. But you never know, man. You never know with comics. You can be surprised. So that is my massive haul. This is, again, like I said before, this is what drives my wife crazy. This is why she constantly argued with me that I spend too much money on comics. But what can I say? Better spending money on comic books than other stuff, that could be worse for me. So I got one vice, and that vice is comics. So I can't help myself. When I see cool shit, I gotta grab it. But might have to hold off for a little while after grabbing this stuff. But it was really fun showing this stuff off. Again, if you see something that you think would be a cool episode, throw your comments down below. Let me know. And like I said, also, though, some of these I'm already planning to do episodes on. So hope you dug the video. Let me know what you think down below. Also, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. And hit that bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, I'm out.